What happens when you mix softness with power? Well, if you like a good latte, you know something amazing happens when you pair a strong espresso with a sweet cold foam. Why would anyone cross such different breeds? What's the point? And why would it be such a big deal? A couple of weeks ago, we shared the birth of Azula. But Azula's story didn't start here. It starts decades before she was ever born, in two bloodlines shaped by completely different histories, different cultures, and different purposes. And when you trace those lines back, you start to understand why she is so important to us. It's all written in her lineage. Azula is the start of something brand new, something that fits our story and our future. But let's talk about history for a minute. Come with me to northern Germany, home of the Oldenburg sport horse, the ones you see dancing in the Olympics with Snoop Dogg. The Oldenburg breed grew out of a region where horse breeding wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. As far back as the 1400s, the Counts of Oldenburg were traveling across Europe, bringing home stallions that could add elegance, strength, and brilliance to their horses. Those early choices shaped a type of horse that stood out in royal courts and on battlefields alike. By the 1800s, the breed had become so important that the government created an official selection system, branding approved stallions with the crowned O, a mark that still signifies quality around the world. But what truly set Oldenburgs apart was the people behind them. Not massive state-run studs, but private breeders with a vision and stubborn determination. They weren't trying to create the flashiest horse. They were trying to create the right horse. Athletic, versatile, willing, and full of presence. And that independent spirit is still in the breed today. It's why Oldenburgs tend to have that mix of power and sensitivity. It's a personality that you can feel the moment you meet one. Now, fly with me to the United Kingdom. Gypsy Vanners. Yes, the ones with the amazing hair and bell-bottoms. The Gypsy Vanner has its origins in the traveling communities of Great Britain and Ireland, where horse breeding was shaped not by royal courts, but by the daily needs of the Romani families. In the 19th century, these families set out to create a horse that was both dependable and beautiful, a partner capable of pulling their brightly painted wagons, or vardos, across long distances. To achieve this, they blended the strength of Shires and Clydesdales with the hardiness of native British ponies, producing a compact, powerful horse with the abundant feather and flowing mane the breed is known for today. But beyond their striking appearance, Gypsy Vanners were bred for temperament above all else. Living closely with families meant they needed to be calm, intelligent, and deeply people-oriented. That focus on kindness shaped the breed into the gentle, willing horses we know now. Versatile enough for riding, driving, therapy work, and cherished as steady, family-friendly partners. So when you place these two histories side by side, the refined athleticism of the Oldenburg and the family-bred kindness of the Gypsy Vanner, you begin to understand the foundation behind Azula. But history is only the backdrop. What truly shapes a foal are the horses standing directly behind her, her sire and her dam. So let's take a closer look at Azula's parents. Azula's dam, Chime, is a Champagne Bay Oldenburg sport horse whose pedigree reflects generations of purpose-bred athleticism. Her great-great-grandmother, Feldfine, was imported from Germany. Feldfine, her daughter, Rosalie, and then her daughter, Confidant, were some of the best horses we ever had. They were excellent athletes with amazing abilities. From her side of the family comes the qualities you can already see in Azula's frame: the uphill balance, the length of stride, the natural ability to carry yourself with presence, even at just a few weeks old. Oldenburgs were shaped to be powerful, expressive, and rideable, and Chime passes those traits forward with clarity. Her sire, Lazarus, is a purebred black Tobiano Gypsy Vanner, carrying the hallmark traits the Romani family's bred for: kindness, steadiness, and a deep connection to people. From him, Azula inherits that softness, the curiosity, the willingness to approach and interact.
She has a great personality. She's very curious and she's not afraid.
It's the temperament that makes Gypsy Vanners so beloved: calm, intelligent, grounded, and deeply people-oriented. Together, Chime and Lazarus create a blend you don't often see. The athleticism and presence of a sport horse paired with the gentle, family-centered nature of the Gypsy Vanner. Strength without tension, softness without dullness. A foal who is both capable and kind, and already showing best of both worlds. When you look at the history of the Gypsy Vanner, it's easy to notice a parallel. The Romani families bred horses with a clear purpose. They needed partners who were dependable, kind, and beautiful enough to represent their culture with pride. In a way, what we're doing here isn't so different in spirit. We're not trying to recreate their horses or their traditions. That history belongs to them. But like those breeders, we're making thoughtful choices about the traits that we value. We want horses that are safe, athletic, willing, and deeply connected to people. Horses that fit the life that we're building on this farm. So while our world looks nothing like theirs, the intention is similar: to create horses with heart, horses with purpose, and horses that make life better for the people around them. For us, this isn't just about breeding pretty horses. It's about continuing a legacy of kindness, softness, and connection. The kind of horses that make people feel safe, welcome, and understood. And now that you understand the history behind her parents, you start to see Azula differently. Not just as a cute foal, a very cute foal, okay, but as the next chapter in a much bigger story. A story that we're still writing. Because one day, she'll grow into a riding partner, a teacher, maybe even a broodmare who passes these same traits forward. And the choices we make today, the intention we put behind this cross, the care we put into our upbringing, that will shape the horses that will come after her. And if you've been here a while, you know our story didn't always look like this. For years, our world revolved around warm-blood sport horses. The pace, the pressure, the polish. It shaped who we were. It taught us discipline, ambition, intensity. But somewhere along the way, the noise just got louder than the joy. The expectations got heavier than the moments that we loved. And nothing crazy or dramatic really happened. We just slowly realized that the life that we'd built didn't fit the people that we were becoming. That happens to a lot of us. One day, you wake up, and the thing that used to define you, or the thing that you have been working towards, didn't feel like you anymore. And that's not a failure. That's growth. Because you're supposed to grow. You're not supposed to stay the same your whole life. Starting over doesn't have to be some huge announcement or a big moment. Sometimes, most of the time, honestly, it's quieter and it happens over time. For us, it was choosing a new and different challenge, choosing horses that made us slow down, pay attention, and be present. Horses whose challenges weren't about pressure or performance, but about connection, patience, and consistency. And just to be clear, we still love our sport horses. They are a huge part of our story, and they always will be. They taught us discipline and grit, and they are so fun to ride. But we are so excited to take on this new journey and build a farm that finally feels like it was meant just for us. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is how you feel. You learn at some point that life doesn't have to be hard all the time. If your circumstances allow, you can always make a change. So, let yourself move toward a life that feels softer, calmer, and more aligned with who you are now. It's okay to choose a new direction. It's okay to want something different. And it's okay to start again. Starting our breeding program over, choosing Gypsy Vanners and crosses like Azula, wasn't just a breeding decision. It was a life decision. It was us choosing the life that we actually wanted. A softer life. A kinder life. Azula may be small now, but she carries generations behind her and a whole future ahead. She is the beginning of the life we were always meant to build. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed taking a bit of a deeper dive into Azula's lineage and the reason for her existence, essentially. There is so much more content like this on its way. I've been having a really fun time doing it, and I enjoy it, so I hope you guys do as well. So please like and subscribe if you want to come along on this journey with us. We post every day on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and Facebook. We are on TikTok, but we do not post as much on there. We used to, but I need to get back on that. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. See you next time.